Hello, pile number one. Welcome to your reading. So let's check what is your person thinking about the last interaction you had with them. Now, it can be a conversation, it can be a meeting, it can be anything of that sort, or maybe about a conversation that you never had. Whatever fits your situation, whatever comes through. So let's begin. For some, it can be the last thing that you told them. It can be that as well. So, right off the bat, what I'm getting for this pile, excuse me, yeah, is that you said something which triggered this person. You put this person, now I'm not blaming you or something, but whatever you said to them, it put them in a place where they feel this way that they need to defend themselves. Now, I'm not saying that it's right or wrong, I'm just giving you the energy from their side. So this person has been triggered by something that you told. Okay, we will try to see what it is or why it triggered this person so much. But they were being triggered. And also, a part of this reading tells me this that they didn't see it coming. So whatever you told them last time, it caught them off guard. Like they were very surprised by the way you put it through or the things that you said to them. It was very shocking for them. They definitely did not see it coming, and I think prior to this, they were thinking in a very different direction because I also saw the hanged man while I was shuffling the cards. So this also makes me think that they were thinking in a direction which was not true or which was not the entire truth of the situation. Like they were seeing things not very clearly, I would say. Like they were not seeing things very clearly, or whatever perception that they had about it, it was like they even didn't have the like half of it is what I'm getting, half of it. Like they didn't know the reality, like not even 50% of the reality. It's like whatever you said to them, first of all, whatever misconception that they had, like whatever perspective they had about the situation with you or about you, now that is something which changed completely. For some, it's like that they're starting from zero again. They feel this way that I knew nothing about the situation, or whatever I knew about the situation, it was like a very twisted perspective. I think they made up a lot of stories in their mind. Like they made a lot of assumptions in their mind regarding the situation, and I think even though they are triggered, but I think it was nice to do that. Like it was very wise of you to do that. You definitely brought in a lot of clarity, and you also got them thinking about it very deeply. Like it's like that you set this person in a journey of self discovery. Like it's, you might not even understand what you said to them, like what was so big in that conversation. You might not even relate to this, but I think you might have said certain things. It can be very small, but you might have said certain things which put this person in a position where they're contemplating a lot, like they're thinking very deeply. It's like that you just opened their mind to a whole new dimension. And I think they're also able to make sense of certain things that happened in their past, or certain things that they did in the past. And mostly I think that this person understands how they were wrong in many situations of their life. Like this person could have been someone who used to feel this way, that life is not fair to them, universe does not do right by them. They always find themselves in a position where people do wrong things to them, or people are not good, humanity doesn't exist, stuff like that. Like this person was able to get away with this kind of thoughts in their mind. Like they were able to justify certain things with this kind of points, but whatever you told them last time, that is something which this person just cannot unsee. Certain things this person cannot just brush off. Certain things now, it's like the universe used you to force this person to see certain things that, bro, you have to see now. Like it's been a long time. You just can't keep going on like that. You just can't keep making mistakes and put it on the universe or on people. Now I'm not saying that this person does it intentionally. For some it can be a way to not take accountability, but for some I think maybe this person really did not have that deep perspective, that deeper truth. This person was not able to get in touch with that side, because growth takes a lot of courage and ego death. And I think this person is someone who is very egoistic. It's not easy for them to put their ego on the side and look at their mistakes. It's like this person is not completely aware of who they are. Yes, this person might be aware of what they like, what they don't like the egoistic stuff, the materialistic stuff. That's something this person is aware of. But who is this person deep down? Like beneath all of those things, who is this person? What do they want? Like this person is not in touch with their true self, and somewhere you are helping this person to get close to themselves. So I think you have put them in a place where they're so mad, like not at you, but at the situation, and especially about the things that they are, like that they are realizing right now, or the things that are coming up to the surface right now. And I think they are also very ashamed of certain things that they did in the past, not just with you but in general as well. But one thing is for sure, that this person is able to make sense of certain things that went down in the past, and it's not a very comfortable place to be in, because they also see how they ruined things for themselves, how baggage from the past, certain baggages from the past is ruining this person's present, or how they're allowing those things from the past ruin their present, something like that. Like you have totally changed their perspective, is what I would say with your last conversation. Those who know what it is about, let me know in the comment section, because I think it can be very little things, very minute details, very small things, but that helped this person. Like those things help this person. It can be this, that you might have told just one thing, like just one sentence, and that is something also which yeah, that is something which changed their perspective. It's like a, like aha moment for this person. So I'm not sure what you said to them, but whatever it was, it worked. Maybe you are not able to see that right now, pile number one, because maybe this person is not being very friendly with you, or maybe you are also not being very friendly. I'm not sure what's going on in the overall situation, but you might be feeling this way. Not all of you, some of you, because I think a lot of you feel this way, that whatever I said to them, it was the truth and it had to come out sooner or later. So some of you are fine with whatever you said to them, but some of you might be thinking along those lines that maybe I should have held back and waited for some more time. Maybe I shouldn't have let it out all in one go. But I think you did the right thing here. So let's see, what is this person thinking about you right now, or how, okay, how is this realization changing their energy towards you? Let's see that. Not realization, how is this conversation, how has this conversation changed their energies towards you? Ooh. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Just a moment, let me arrange the cards. Let's skip this part if you want to. Oh, okay. So, what, like, how has their energies shifted towards you after this conversation? So, trigger warning, well, number one, I think you guys already know that, but for some of you, it can be a bit triggering. You could, okay, I just realized I was not using the mic. I just realized that I was not using the mic and I need to say it again. So for some, it can be a bit triggering to hear. So trigger warning. I think some of you know this, but some of you might get a bit triggered. Okay, so like be grounded when you listen to this. I think you are someone who is like very attractive. You might have a lot of people who are interested in you. You might draw a lot of attention wherever you go, willingly or unwillingly. For a lot of you, I think it's unwillingly, like you do not go with the intention of having the attention, but then you get a lot of attention no matter what. So this person was seeing you as someone in the past, like like they have this attraction towards you, okay? And there's no doubt about it, like they definitely liked you, but somewhere I feel that they used to think that you are someone with a pretty face, with a good body, and that's it. And yeah, you are, like, you're fun to interact with, like you are fun to spend time with, like people love spending time with you, or you are a very good company. People like your company, people would love to spend time with you, something along those lines, okay? But this person was not able to see anything beyond that before. But after that conversation, something triggered in this, like got triggered in this person, and this person understood that you are a lot more than a pretty face. You are a lot more than like this attractive body that you have. Like you are a lot more than that, all of that. You are a lot. I can't stress this enough that you are a lot more than that. You go deeper than that, and they also realize that this side of you, not a lot of people get to see this depth that you carry, because probably some of you do this intentionally. Like you like to put this lighter front that, okay bro, I'm just like, I'm like this, I'm very easygoing, I know I'm attractive, yeah, fine, super charming vibes and all. And I think some of you do it willingly. Like you feel this way that maybe the people who are meant for you, only those people should see the depths of you. Maybe, or like a lot of you have that kind of mindset, which is, again, I won't say that it's wrong or something. I would say that it's very deep if you are thinking along those lines. So they understood that, like, just by that particular conversation, they understood this, that there is a lot that they still do not know about you, and there is a lot that you do not show to people. You're very secretive, you're very mysterious, and you have a lot of depth. And they feel this way that they were missing out on this before. Like they were seeing a very little picture, like little detail of the entire picture. Now they feel this way that there is a lot more to explore in you as a person. Like there is, like, I think that you are someone who is also, like, a lot of people lust over you. I don't know how it's gonna sound, but I think this person also one of those people who used to lust over you. I'm not saying that there were no emotions or something. No, I don't think so. I think that despite of this lust and attraction and everything, this person had a soft corner for you. Whatever dynamics you guys share, now it will be different for different people, but I think that it was not a very mature relationship, because this person just began to understand the depth of you. They still do not have clarity, but they know that whatever they know is not enough. Like there is a lot more to that, and they also know this, that a lot of people do not know this side of you. So yeah, it's like that. Like whatever you told them last time, it worked in your favor, and it's like a huge misconception has broken down from their side about you. Okay, so let's see, now that they have this kind of realization, what will be their next action towards you, or what are they thinking to do with you? Like what do they want to happen with you now? Let's check that. Not sure why this eight of cups is trying to come up again and again. The cards, I'm not taking these cards because I think 10 to 15 fell on the ground. Not on the ground, sorry, on the table. I'm not sure what's wrong. Okay, so looks like this person is struggling to make a move towards you right now. I think they want something with you over here with the Nine of Swords, or else why would they think so much? But more than wanting something with you, I see this person drowning in some kind of guilt. Like it's like that they, no matter how much thought they put into this situation, something here has changed so much. It won't be easy to retrieve the situation, is what they feel. So I'm not sure if the last conversation you guys had, if it was an ending sort of situation. Maybe you put up some boundaries with this person. Maybe you discussed your values, your expectations from a true partnership. Maybe you opened up to this person about certain things, but also you opened up to this person in a certain way that I don't know what was happening here. Now that I am going deeper into this, I feel this way that, yeah, this person was lasting over you, that is for sure. And I think this person, okay, so this person was approaching you in a certain way which was not fair, and you kept giving them certain, I'm, I think you kept giving them chances for a while just to see if there is any change. And then they hit a point, they might have ended up doing something, or they might have ended up saying something which made you feel this way that no, now there is no point of giving them another chance, because this person is clearly not respecting my boundaries. This person is clearly not willing to do anything about this. So it's better that I put up my boundaries. Maybe that's when you said certain things to this person, and you also might have ended the situation with them. You might have made a decision here. Pile number one, let me know in the comment section what happened. But I think whatever it was, it requires this person to give up their old ways of approaching you. Definitely, certain things have changed here, ended here, or there is a need to change the old ways. Like this situation can be retrieved if they can change their approach. But I think this person thinks that you won't be interested. Like this person feels exposed by number one, that now that you have seen the true side of them, now this person understands that you knew certain things all along, but you were not acting on those things, like you were not saying anything about it, but you knew certain things about them. And the last conversation made sure of it, that maybe you said, like, maybe not this exact words, but you gave them this impression that, bro, I was aware of it all along. I didn't see this, like I didn't say anything about it because I wanted to see how low you can stoop or how far you can go taking advantage of me. Now that I know this, I'm out of it. Maybe something of that sort. Not exactly this line, but the message could have been something of this sort. And now they know this, that you have seen them very clearly, and they're almost certain that you won't take them back because you have seen them. Like they feel so exposed right now. So, so I think they want a chance with you. They want to make you an offer, but they know that they missed this opportunity with you. And they also know that starting over with you is gonna take a lot and maybe they can do that, but I think this person wants to be sure of the outcome, that you are going to take them back, and only then they want to make the first move. Again, this is not very mature. Like, this is not the kind of behavior or expectation I would expect from someone after they have effed up certain things to a huge extent. But yeah, this person looks entitled to me. Like, they want to make sure that if they put in the first step, you want to take them back. Like, they want to make sure of that, that you are still there. Let me see what is stopping them from making the move. Like, yeah, I understand that they're scared of rejection, but why? Like, if they want you so much, then why is this a big deal? Like, how are they even sitting with the fact that they are not even giving it a try? Because certain times in the later time, people end up regretting that, okay, I should have taken the chance even if I got rejected later, but I should have at least taken up the chance, and I should have at least tried. So why is this person not having those kind of thoughts? I want to see that. See, this person is so scared of rejection, you guys. I can't even stress it enough. Like, this person feels so insecure to approach you. They feel that you have such a clear mind, and you have such a clear vision. Like, you have total clarity about what was going on over here, and they feel this way that if they make a move, they're gonna, like, for them, they know it for sure that you're gonna reject them. Now, I'm not saying that this is the truth. I definitely feel that this is a projection coming from a place of insecurity, because probably when they are putting themselves in that situation, they know that they would not have given that person another chance. So they are almost sure that they lost it with you. So this probably is a situation where you guys were maybe starting to explore certain things of the relationship. Maybe it was a situationship sort of situation, or an on and off connection, or something which did not get a chance to start, something which did not get a chance to mature. And yeah, this person knows it, that they're the one who lost it. Like, you are the one who got away, and they are the one who is responsible, even though I think that they would never say it to you on your face. Like, I don't think that this person has that kind of courage to accept their mistake. But yeah, they know it. So that's all I have, pile number one. I hope this resonated and helped, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye bye. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. So, in this particular reading, we will check your person's current thoughts about the last interaction that you guys had. It could be some kind of meeting, conversation, or maybe a conversation that was needed to be done but could not be done. It could be anything. Take whatever fits your situation. So, let's start. Just a moment. Yeah, so for a lot of you, I think that you are not in touch with this person right now. Mm. In the last conversation or the interaction that you guys had, I think one of you, it could be most probably you, pile number two. Like I'll approach this pile. I mean, I'll go ahead with this narrative. If it's not fitting your situation, maybe pick another pile, or like maybe continue and see what comes up in this pile. But I think you expressed your interest to this person in the last interaction you guys had, but there's a third party involved here, because of which it's not going anywhere as of now, and you guys are not in communication, you guys are not in touch, and this person is thinking about it a lot, like they're reflecting a lot. They have almost exhausted themselves by thinking about it, and right now I think that they are giving it some rest. And in order to make a move towards you, they will need to get them out, like get themselves out of a comfort zone that they have created for themselves, which could be the third party in this case. And yeah, it's like they're not sure. It's not like they're not sure what to do. It's like that they see this happiness with you, somewhere you fulfill them, but they're not making that bold move yet. And it's like they're juggling when it comes to making move to change the scenario to be with you. They need to do something bold, and they're juggling about it. Like it's like that they carefully see both the cards here. It's giving me this vibe that someone is trying to make sense of certain things. It's like carefully analyzing a situation and trying to make a conclusion, trying to reach a conclusion. But looks like this person is in no rush in doing that. Even you might feel that way, those who are resonating with this situation, that this person is not doing anything about the situation and it's been a while. So, yeah, they're in no rush to change the dynamics yet, but they're definitely giving it a thought. And I think doing nothing about you or see this situation or this ending with you, this no contact with you, is definitely hurting them. Some of you might not believe that, but it's true. I know it hurt you a lot, pile number two. But looks like this person is also hurt over it. Maybe they have not shown that to you. And I think that they also discuss about it with other people. Like maybe this person is taking suggestion from other people, that what to do about the situation. I'm not sure what to do, how to go about it. I'm interested in this person. I'm interested in pile number two, but I'm not sure how to go about it, what to do about it. Like this person is trying to get suggestion from other people. It can be close friends, it can be a therapist, it can be someone else. I'm not sure. A relationship coach of or someone of that sort. Like this is not like least probable, but they're definitely trying to take suggestion from other people. It can be YouTube videos as well. Like it can be anyone, but they are trying to take input from other people here regarding this. So yeah, I think they understood it, that the interest is mutual here, and they could have built something with you if they were free from another situation. Not sure what to check next. I wanna see what do they want with you now. They have realized what do they want with you. The action part we have already seen, I think. Like we have already understood that they're not going to do anything yet. But let's see, what do they want with you? Okay, so I think, see, I know, like I'll mention trigger in pile number two's timestamps. But what I feel here is that this person is not willing to leave the third party. What they want is this, that they want to keep this situation with you a secret, and they want to continue this with you on the side. Like they want to cheat on the third party. Like they do not want the third party to know about you, and they want to keep you on the side. Like they want to keep doing what they are doing, not what they are doing at this at this point. I think things have stopped here. But yeah, they want to keep doing what they were doing with you. Like they want you in their life in some shape or form, maybe not as a partner. Don't take me wrong, it's not like this that they think that you are any less than that than this person that they are with. No, I in fact I think that you are someone who make them feel fulfilled emotionally. You make them fulfilled, like the person they are with. I think this person is someone who is emotionally needy. Like there is no, like again, nothing wrong to be emotionally needy or something. With the right person, I think the emotionally needy person would be seen as someone who is very loving. But I think this person has very little emotional capacity when it comes to relationships and stuff, and hence they think that the person they are with is emotionally clingy. Anyway, but yeah, like they feel that the other person doesn't fulfill them, but you fulfill them emotionally. So it's like that the other person they're with, they have to always think about the other person's emotional needs. And I think they feel this way, that their needs are not catered to. But on the other hand, you are someone who does that for them, pile number two. And I understand that it's a very selfish reasoning, like this is coming from a very self absorbed place or self-centered place, but this is how this person is thinking about the situation with you. Like they do not want to let go of you, they want to hold on to you, but it will be as per their convenience, it will be as per their conditions, it will be as per their needs and wants, you know. It's like that this person needs you just like the third party needs them, this person needs you. That is interesting, and that is very. I don't have words for this. Like, I don't know. I want to see how you are doing. File number two, because this is such a mess. So, this person, what this person wants is that they want to keep the other person, whoever they are with, and they want to keep you as well, and they want to keep you hidden, not just from this person, but from the world. Because I see that this person won't be able to do anything about this situation, at least not in the near future. They will remain stuck in this. Okay, when it comes to what they want with you, I see a lot of fear. I think they want to be in a relationship with you. Let's get straight to the point. They want to be in a relationship with you, but they are so scared of doing anything about it. Like they think that they have created a certain kind of stability in their life, and they're so scared to touch that, even though that stability is not really working for them, but still they're very scared to touch that uh, side of their life. And it's like this, that let that be the way it is, and let me be with the person I like. That is you, pile number two in this scenario. So, yeah, they want to be in a relationship with you, but they're scared to do anything to change their current circumstances, and hence they're feeling so stuck. So stuck. It's like that this person almost likes or would want to play victim here. That, bro, I'm so stuck. It's like that someone has, like, yeah, it's like that someone has tied me down to something, but it's not like that. If they want to make the changes, they can make the changes in the situation. So I would like to see your energies for this person. Okay, so your energies are like this, that you feel so sad, you feel so hurt. I am certain that you have invested a lot of your emotions in this situation, pile number two, and you feel that all of it went in vain. Like, there's nothing more that you can do in this situation, and you feel this way that it's best to move on, to like turn your back. And I think a lot of you have already done that. That's why the situation ended with this person in the first place. And you are no longer, like, even though you feel bad about how the situation ended up with this person, but you seem very logical about this person. I think that you're no longer taking this person seriously. Pile number two, like, you're taking your emotions for this person very seriously, and you're processing it, but you're not taking this person's bullshit anymore. Like, you're not willing to deal with this person anymore. A lot of you, I just heard that you guys feel this way, that I don't want to see their face again. I don't want to talk to them again. A lot of you are feeling that way. Okay, makes sense. I still want to see if this person is thinking of taking any action towards you. I feel very inclined towards checking their energies towards the third party they are with. But yeah, one thing is for sure, that this person is not very invested over there. Now, I'm not sure if this is how this person is or what. I just don't know. Like, I know, but I just can't say it like that without verifying anything. But let's see their action towards you, if any. So I think this person wants a chance with you, pile number two. The chance, as in, I don't think that they're gonna reach out to you directly, because I also saw the devil, the five of swords, while I was shuffling the cards or cutting the deck. So I think they are looking for a chance to stumble upon you. Now, I'm not sure if you guys belong to the same place or city. If not, I don't know. Maybe this person is being delusional about it, but they're looking for a chance to stumble upon you, or they're willing to like to have a chance where even if they reach out to you, it seems natural and it doesn't seem desperate. But this person definitely is looking for a chance, and I think they want you in front of them. Yeah, they want you in front of them, and I think that this person wants a new beginning with you. Like this time, if they get a chance, like I don't think that they will come to you and make any big gesture about it. Like you can't expect this person to come to you and try to plan certain things, that okay, I like, you can't expect them to be completely honest about it, to be authentic, like they won't come to you and say this to you, that okay, I made a mistake, let's do this, let's do that, let's plan this, I think that I would want to explore this with you. No, that kind of approach cannot be expected from this person, but they are almost leaning on the universe to create a chance for the both of you to be like face to face, or a chance where they might reach out to you, like, and yeah, like to make it look natural, that things happened with flow. I didn't have to do anything, even though they want to do that thing, but they want to make it look natural in front of you. Like I was not really putting in a lot of efforts, it just happened. If you're getting my point. And I this is the part that I don't like about this person, and I think this is also the part that you do not like about this person, like this salesman kind of approach, like this convincing kind of approach, like instead of being authentic about it, it's like that they're trying to sell something here, which makes them like look very fake. At least in a partnership or in a relationship sort of situation, this kind of approach doesn't work. It might work in business and everything, but here it's not going to work. But I think this person's approach towards you is coming from that place, and I think you absolutely hate that about them. So that's all I have. Pile number two. I hope this part resonated, this reading resonated and helped, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number three. Welcome to your reading. So, in this reading, we will check your person's current realizations about the last interaction that you guys had. Now, this can be a conversation, this can be a meeting, this can be a conversation that you guys never got a chance to have. Like, it can be anything. Let's see how things come up. Okay, so in the last conversation, you guys might have called out this person regarding something that they were doing for a while and they were getting away with it. And you decided that no, bro, no more. You have to face what you are doing. And maybe you guys have called them out on something, or you have confronted them on something that they were doing which wasn't fair to you. I think this person has a lot of regret regarding certain things that they could have told you, but then they didn't say anything. Like there was a need to say certain things to you, but I think it ended up really ugly between the two of you, and they just don't understand what to do now, like how to change the situation, like what is possible, like what is it that they could possibly do to make you believe them again. Like you might have lost your trust here. Pile number three, like I do not have any such card, but I'm getting that vibe from this person thinks that you lost your faith, like you lost your trust, like you do not trust this person anymore. This person feels it. So I think the last conversation or interaction that you guys had, this person was trying to be very cold and detached. They were trying to be very dismissive here. I'm not sure. Maybe they were not taking you seriously, pile number three, or they were not taking your input seriously, or they were not really listening to you. Like they were like lost in their own thought process. Like some of you might feel this way, that this person was acting childish. I think a lot of you would say this, that this person was not even listening to me. Okay, like this person was giving you this very carefree vibe, almost like a child which has like who has nothing to do with the seriousness of the surrounding. They're just doing their own stuff, something like that. Like this person was trying to pull that kind of demeanor in front of you, that bro, I don't really care, I don't have time for this, I'm very detached, I'm very cold, I these things just don't matter. You, if you follow the other piles and if you listen to this pile, the way I'm speaking here is very carefree, very casual, as if I don't want to own anything. It's like I'm trying to prove something to you, like something like that, like a very very laid back yeah, a very very laid back approach. And this wasn't fair to you. This person knows it, like they're so, they know it, that now they understand how much they actually hurt you doing that. Maybe they were trying to escape the seriousness of the situation, the kind of conversation that you guys were having. Maybe it was taking it in a very serious direction in any way, like it can be in any capacity. But I think this person was trying to avoid that. And in the process of doing that, they hurt you so bad and they made the situation so ugly. Now they don't know what to do about it, like they're so stressed about it. They definitely feel this way, that they could have given you some more compassion, they could have put some more efforts in the situation with you. They should not have been so dismissive. They didn't have to be the way they were, because I think you guys were not blaming them for anything. You were not trying to pin down this person. You were just trying to get the clarity from this person, that a lot of you probably call out this person and ask them that, bro, what do you want? I want this, now you tell me what you want. So this person might have felt attacked in the moment, but you were not doing that with such an intention. You just wanted the truth, you just wanted the clarity, so that you can free yourself from the situation if needed, or so that you can decide your next action. accordingly. This is what I'm getting, and this is what this person is also getting now. But now it's too late. In the moment, they were not present with you. It's like that they were like, I am getting so annoyed, like as if I'm feeling your energies, pile number three. Maybe you guys are questioning that how can this person be so careless? Like, how can someone be so dismissive? Like, you can't really make sense of this person's behavior. The way they acted around you the last time you saw them or you talked to them, you can't make sense of it. Like, there is nothing that can make sense of that behavior, and it still stings you. I feel pile number three, because I am feeling the sting here. Like, it's stinging me a lot. So I want to see your energy now. This card went back and it came out. Okay. Oh, sorry, I just realized that I was not using the mic. Yeah, I was saying that this card fell out, it got back, and then again it fell out. Sorry, first it came out and then it got back, and now it fell off and fell off like that. Okay. Yeah, so you guys feel like you almost feel bitter towards this person right now, pile number three. You feel bitter towards this person. It's like you're being very spiteful, and because of obvious reasons, we have seen how this person acted in the past. So I think it's very natural for us human beings to feel certain way in certain situations. That's what makes us human. So I see that you feel betrayed here. You feel betrayed here, you feel taken advantage of, and I think the situation has harmed your self-worth a lot. Like a lot. It definitely affected your self-esteem, your worth, the way you see yourself. Definitely it took a toll on that. I'm not sure if you are realizing that yet, but it is bothering you in that regard as well, and you feel taken advantage of, you feel betrayed. You feel betrayed. A lot of you are feeling this way, that I was being betrayed just because I was in love. That was my mistake, that I loved this person so much, that I was being open to this person, that I was being vulnerable with this person. Was that a mistake? Is this the only mistake why I have been treated so poorly in the past? This person definitely treated you very poorly, very poorly. I think that this person, I'm not justifying at any cost, but I think this person doesn't understand the depth of the damage that they created here. But I think you still try to be very calm and composed on the surface. You still try your best to not be as this person. Like, you try to maintain a certain level of dignity, but yeah, it's definitely taking a toll on you. It's like you still feel something here, but you feel so bitter towards this person. Yeah, like the kind, I think a lot of you think this way, that the way this person treated me, and I still can't get over this completely. Like, I think there is a bit of something which is holding you back, and you just can't make sense of it either. That why would a person be wanna be with someone like that, who treated me so poorly? Like, you being the person here, like, why would I possibly want to be with someone who treated me so poorly? It's like that you see the situation completely, you see the situation for what it is, and you feel so betrayed. You feel so, like, I am lacking words right now. You can't really explain how you feel, but it's so intense. And you still can't make sense that why even a bit of it is affecting you. Like, why is it still holding you back to that extent, even if it's a very little extent, to a very little extent, but why? Even that is not making sense to you. Pile number three. So I want to check. I want to check the consequences of this person's actions. Like, how are they gonna face that consequence? What will be the consequence? It's gonna be like a karma thing. I wanna check here, which I didn't do for pile number one and pile number two, but here I feel this way to see what will be the aftermath, what will happen to this person, or how will they feel when they will face the consequences of what they did to you. So I think a lot of you are willing to know that this person treated me so poorly. Now I want to see what happens to them next. I want to see how they pay me back for what they went through, or pay others back for what they went like did to others. And I think a lot of you think this way, that this person did nasty things to other people as well. It's not just you who got in the process. Like, there will be other people as well who went through the same shit they put you through. So let's check that. Okay, so for a lot of them, I see this person being getting stuck in a karmic pattern again and again. Maybe they are already doing that. If not, they are about to get involved in something very karmic, and it's like that they won't be able to break free from that situation. It's like that situation will leech them of everything that they have, but still they won't be able to get out of that situation very easily. It's like they will feel, there will be a point in their life where they will feel that everything is out of their control, they have zero control. Maybe this person is someone who likes to control, like they love to have control over the people, over situations. They, with the king of swords over there, they are someone who likes to control the narrative of situation, who likes to make things their way, who likes to keep things their way, has zero compassion for other people's needs. And I think they will get caught up in something in the future where they will have zero control over their situation or over their life. And we do not have control over our life in certain situations. That's true, but this person will feel very helpless. It's like that this person has zero control over their life, and they will find themselves stuck in that for a long while. It's like they will feel this way, that the same things are happening to me over and over again. I don't know how long I have to face this. I don't know how long this will keep going on. It's like the time has stopped and nothing is changing in my life. I'm not getting the results of the hard work I'm putting in. It's like the luck is not in my favor for a while. It's been a while and I feel so unfortunate. This is the kind of time period this person will have to go through because of what they have done to you, and also I think possibly to other people. This person might end up getting a surgery. This person might be wounded, like it can be an accident which might make them go through a surgery. It can be that as well, but I don't see very good time ahead for this person. Like, this person will get their karma. Like, wheel of fortune is literally a karmic card here, so they are about to get caught up in that very soon, is what I feel. Pile number three, I don't even feel like checking their next action or motive towards you, because I literally hate the way this person ruined the situation. I mean, I just don't like their energy, and I'm not sure if any one of you would be interested to check that out at all. I don't think so. I think you guys just wanna know that this person will face consequences for what they did to you or other people. That's the only thing that you are interested in, I feel, pile number 3. Not sure, comment down below. Comment down below. And I feel like checking this, that there's no point in checking that out either, but I want to check a guidance for you. Wait. The guidance for pile number 3 in this situation. So I think the guidance for you first of all is get over it, Palama 3. I know it's easy to say, but you need to get over it. Just see, look at your situation. You know this, I know, but also see it in the cards. Like the way this person has affected your life, your thought process, your well-being, your emotional well-being. Like this person literally ruined your mental health. Like you feel so betrayed. Like I'm hearing this in my, like it's like that someone is saying it to me again and again, that what did I do wrong in this situation? Is love a bad thing? Is loving someone a bad thing? Something like that. Like I'm hearing it again and again, that what did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? Why did I have to face it? Why did I have to take all of it? Like when I didn't do anything wrong, I had pure intentions, I had good intentions, I had like I was so full of love for this person. Then why did I have to go through this? Why did they do this to me? It's almost like this person might have treated you so poorly that you almost started believing this way, that maybe good things are not for you. Love is not meant for you. Good things are not meant for you. Maybe this is how you are supposed to be treated. I think this person's behavior not only made you feel this way, but it also brought up a lot of things from the past, other things from the past where things went down, and you might have combined all of it together, and like it impacted you negatively. Pile number 3, like I can't put it in words. Like words are not enough to um, explain this feeling. Only you know what you have gone through because of this person, and the guidance for you is to get over it. Like, you know, you do you. You do you. Walk away from anything that's not serving you. Like the universe is asking you to get out of this energy and be in this energy. That I'm self sufficient. I don't need this person's approval of my love. I don't need anyone's approval here. This person didn't accept me. This person didn't accept my love. Fine, fine, good for me. They just saved me from pouring into a situation which would have drained me in the long run. Think like that. By number 3, it's almost like this, that the universe wants to say this to you, that we can't give you to this person, because if we give you to this person won't face their karma. It would be easy for them if we give this person you, if we give you to this person. And I think the universe also wants you to know that there will be someone else for you in the coming time with the Lovers card. Some of you might already be talking to someone else, and those of you who are not talking to anyone else, there is someone else for you with whom you would have a better connection. I think things would have worked with this person as well if this person was in the right mind space, but they are not. So, yeah, it's like that. Just let it be, pile number 3. It's not on you. There is nothing wrong with you. It's just this person is, I don't know if I should say that they are not a good person or something, but they are just, they're not good for you. Let's say it that way. Like they're not someone who is good for you. They do not deserve your depth. They're just not on your level yet. Let's put it that way. By number three. So I hope this helped and resonated, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye bye.